Welcome back everyone. You may be in a weird position where your microSD card is just not being recognized in your Nintendo Switch or your Nintendo Switch Lite. Now don't freak out because there are several different ways to actually go about fixing it, which is really cool. Now the very first thing that Nintendo actually recommends that I also have tried, and it's worked for me too, is actually just restarting your Nintendo Switch. So what you want to do is actually remove the microSD card slot from your specific console. You want to go ahead and just power off your Nintendo Switch. I typically do this by just holding down the power button until it, eventually reboots. But Nintendo, and I'm sure a lot of people don't recommend doing that. So hold it down and then eventually power off your console and then reboot it straight up. And once you do that, you want to go ahead and just kind of put your microSD card slot back into your console and see if it recognizes it. Now, if it does, then you're set. You're perfect. If it doesn't work, what you want to do is make sure that Nintendo Switch is compatible with that microSD card slot. So I will leave a link down in the description to Nintendo's own website that actually explains exactly everything that I'm showing you here. But they also have a link to which microSD card slots are acceptable and not. So you may actually have to go and verify that that microSD card slot that you have or that microSD card that you have is actually supported with your Nintendo Switch. And if your specific microSD card is supported, then you should be good and you can move on to the next thing. If it isn't, then you may actually be on that specific issue. Now, Nintendo does also recommend powering on your console and updating your console to the latest version of Nintendo Switch, software. If it's on a super outdated version of software, then it probably may not be able to work perfectly, and there may have been some improvements or maybe some glitches with your specific software that you're on that may not, be compatible anymore, and Nintendo probably already fixed it. So go into your settings in your Nintendo Switch, go to your system update options, and you want to make sure you're on a recent version of Nintendo Switch's software. If you're not, then obviously you can go ahead and update your console. I don't think you need a microSD card slot for that, so you should be good. And at this point, once you're updated, go ahead and try the same exact thing over. You want to go ahead and take your microSD card slot, put that microSD card inside of it, and see what happens. You can also try blowing on the microSD card, kind of making sure there's not any dust or anything on it. Also within that microSD card slot, you want to go ahead and actually clean it out a little bit, blow into it. Make sure there's not a bunch of dust or anything, which chances are there may be. So once that's all done, then you should be able to put your microSD card back into it and see if it's good. If it's good, then you're set. If it's not, then Nintendo does recommend formatting your microSD card. And again, that link that I linked down below shows exactly how to do that. It's the fourth option down under where it says what to do. You want to go ahead and click on that option and you can go ahead and follow those processes and exactly how to format your microSD card. So that really pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything else. I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.